Look, 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 the gates to Richmond Park. I'm just deciding how to get across this road. Oops. In a hurry, I think. Made it. Okay, now I've been to Richmond Park before, but never this entrance, and the park is enormous. First thing I've noticed is there's some kind of event going on. I need to avoid where this run-in race is going. So let me explain. Looking for deer in Richmond Park is like looking for a needle in a haystack. It's a very big park and they're quite elusive. Sounds of birds are quite nice though. Although of course we still have the planes because above those clouds they're still heading to Heathrow. I definitely don't consider this a relaxing park to walk through. You have the cars on the road, you have the cyclists. We've just avoided a sort of running race. Joggers are going past me all the time, and tourists, and it's like Oxford Street with greenery. So I don't hold up much hope of seeing any deer, but we're giving it a go. That's interesting. Can you see the lady with poles and kind of skis on her feet? Just a bit of history. This is the land where royals of long, long, long ago used to go hunting deer on horseback. And you can kind of imagine them cantering through the trees, hunting deer. I had fear of missing out, so it's across the road because I saw people going that way. I'm assuming this sandy bit is for horses because I do know that there's a stables here and they do lessons and stuff. Oh look, there's a path that goes that way and nobody's walking down it. The trouble is it is a very large park, and if I'm not careful I'll end up in the middle of nowhere and not be able to get back for like an hour. So the sun's come out. I still kind of like the look of that path. It goes through woodiness. Decisions. Everybody's heading this way. I hate going the same way as everybody's heading. Oh, darn it. Let's go for the path where nobody's walking along it. Just because nobody's walking along it. Right. Let's walk down here. Oh, I love it because nobody's walking down it. My sense of adventure. Oh, let's follow the path where nobody's going. Now the sun's come out, you can see the planes very clearly. Oh, butterflies. Interesting tree. There's a bench. And I'm just going to sit on it for a minute just to show you how busy it is over where I came from the road. There's cars, there's bikes, there's people. But lucky old me, path with no one. Yep, that's what I like. Well, the thing is, it's hard to imagine what it was like for them hunting the deer when you're in the middle of a load of traffic and stuff. Now this, I can imagine suddenly, Henry VIII rides out with his party of buddies on horseback, bow and arrow at the ready. I'm sure the kings wouldn't have shot their own deer. They'd probably, or maybe they would, maybe it was an ego thing. But I imagine them having huntsmen with them that would shoot them for them. Okay. Oh look, if nothing else it's affording some great views of more being in nature and less being in the middle of a load of tourists. Okay, let's go. Have you seen the deer? Do you know which way to go? I've been looking for them everywhere. People say there's 650 of them in this park, but I can't find one. And I was like, I just don't want to go on a busy track. That's what we like, the sound of birds. The occasional plane, but the sound of birds. Occasional, she says. They are every 3 minutes, I think, roughly, that they come over. This weather is unexpected because we had due 3 days of thunderstorms, which was why I was a bit reluctant to come here, because I thought if I get to this park, it's out in the middle of nowhere sort of thing. I mean, it's not, it's close to Richmond, but not close enough that I wouldn't be absolutely drowned if it rained on me out here. But it's sunny. Yeah, need to get my sun hat out. I think this is interesting because it's almost like a field of ferns, but it must be because they grow under trees when you've got trees, and the trees over the years have been cut down. Bunny poo. I only know it's bunny poo because I've had a bunny when I was a kid. Story behind that would be I had a black rabbit, not very small, not very big, medium-sized rabbit I would say, and it had a hutch in the garden, and the first thing it did was dig an enormous tunnel into the neighbour's garden. So Bunny didn't stay around for very long. Have you seen the deer? I'm looking for the deer. They have to be here somewhere. There's only 2,360 acres. Why aren't I bumping into them? Can you see how those sort of tree branches over there formed an arch? No idea what it is. The direction I'm going in is across the middle of Richmond Park, so I thought I'd have more chance of seeing some deer if I was, you know, cutting through great big grassland areas than if I was just sticking to the outside. So we're going down to the ponds now. There seems to be a pond there, and a path through it. I mean, they're called ponds, but it says on the map, I've looked, but they look as big as lakes to me. Anyway, let's keep going. We're on crunchy gravel on this path, although it had occurred to me when I'm talking to walk on the grass like that, and it's quieter. But I don't imagine the deer would come anywhere near crunchy paths. They could hear you a mile away. Okay, lovely shimmery water. What do you mean they're hiding? Why would they hide? I'm not going to hurt them. In fact, I'm going to stay a decent distance away. I've got a zoom on my camera. I don't want to walk up and pat one. It'd probably bite me. We've sort of hit a bit of a problem because according to Google Maps, I have to go through here. Or do I? Yes, I do. And as you can see, it's like a place where geese hang out who have been known to attack people. So let's go over here. Like, I'm not going anywhere near you. Don't attack me. You just keep minding your own business. Trouble is they've got lots of babies with them, so they will be very protective. Oh, those are very cute babies. Whew. Lucky escape. Okay. Remember how earlier I showed you the little sort of field of ferns? Well, they grow bigger than me. So that little field where we were will end up like this one day. I just came to a three-way path, so if I didn't have Google Maps on at the moment, I certainly wouldn't be going in the right direction. I am ever so slightly knackered. Because I thought it was going to be thunder and rain, I didn't plan on going to the ponds and going to the plantation, but since Richmond Park is famous for both of those, I thought I really should try. Okay, so we found the Isabella plantation. Is this locked? Yes, it does seem to be locked. Look, locked. Locked. Is this one open? It's open. Thank God for that. I've walked miles. It really would be awful if I couldn't get in. Right, we have a map. There we are. Okay, I'm now in the Isabella plantation. On crunchy gravel again. I'm not a fan of crunchy gravel, not at all. So you say you saw a deer? Where? Where was the deer? In the trees. Okay, you're laughing now. I don't think that's funny. I don't really know what is here, or whether it's just loads of trees. I couldn't figure out from the map which way to go, because there was a route that said 16 minutes, but it seemed to start miles away from where we are. So I thought, that's no good. And generally the one straight across the middle seemed to take 25 minutes, and I really don't want to be walking for 25 minutes, but probably will. I chose this path simply because a couple with a dog arrived just a few minutes after me when I was looking at the map, and they went one way and I chose a different path because they were chatting and the dog was interested in following me and stuff, so I just wanted them to move on so I could easily film. That's a very nice red flower, and look, I can see pink ones down the path. This is getting more interesting. Oh, look at that one, wow. To give you an idea of how big it is, I'll put my hand next to it. That's a big flower. These flowers behind me were definitely in pictures of the plantation, so I'm in the right place. Oh yeah, I can see why people like to come to this part of the park. Very flowery. That tree's weird. Picture will speak 1,000 words. Is there a little stream here? There is, look. There's a little stream. It is nice and cool walking under here, but there's a lot more people than where I was before. Weirdly, they also call this a pond, and you saw the size of the other ponds. It's odd. Water's not so clean though. I'm now going to try and find my route out. I'm feeling a bit like I'm never going to find my way out of here. And we did find the plantation. This is the plantation, which it's just trees and flowers rather than just trees. Oh, another view of the pond. Look. Brown, murky. Sounds almost like there's a waterfally bit in it. There is, it's kind of, oh I see, look, it's dribbling down off those rock bits over there. It's like the pond is leaking, because I'm sure from the piece of wood across that's bent down, it's not supposed to leak like that. Never mind, these plants are enjoying it. Okay, let's go. Doesn't really tell me where I am, does it? Okay, we're heading for the station that I did come in at, because when I've Google mapped nearby stations, there's nothing closer. And at the moment, this is where I am. And can I see any deer? I cannot. I found deer poo. Really? Deer poo. I mean, it's bigger than rabbit poo, and it's smaller than horse poo, so it has to be deer poo, right? Didn't find the deer, but I found some deer poo. Not that I've got any evidence, cause I didn't video it, because at the time it didn't occur to me. Oh well. I'm still walking, trying to make my way back to the station. Eventually I'll get to the road which went down the hill that went past Bulbous Betty and through the town into the station. My GoPro battery doesn't look very happy. It's in amber, so okay. Might have to go back to my phone. Anyway, more walking. At least this bit is shady. There've been lots of bits that haven't been shady, and I break out my brolly to keep me in the shade. This bit's okay though. Whew. It's getting up towards noon, so it's very hot now. I'm still all covered up just to stop me getting burnt. I made it back to the gate. Can't tell you how happy I am about that. Well, I hope you enjoyed that video, everyone. No, it wasn't exactly what was planned. I was looking for deer and I didn't find any. But it's just one of those things. Make the best of it. So please like, comment, subscribe, share with a friend, and come back next time. Bye for now.